Okay, well, speaking of Sonic and Knuckles and Sonic, let's jump to the hate list where Knuckles himself, Matthew, David Montgomery, is on it against an improved Dallas rush defense since Quinton Williams got there.
Yeah, since trading for Williams, no team allows fewer rush yards per game to opposing running backs than the Dallas Cowboys. Their defense has also gotten healthier. It's not just Quinton Williams, but it does seem like that's just been sort of a spark plug that this Cowboys defense need. Again, since trading for Williams, they're allowing 13.4 fantasy points per game to running backs. That's the lowest in the NFL. And by the way, since week 7, Montgomery has literally one game with over 50 over 50 yards from scrimmage. So you basically, with Montgomery, and there's always a possibility of this, but with Montgomery, you need him to fall into the end zone, because if he doesn't do that, it's just not going to be a great day at the office for him. I think he's a shaky flex play. He's my running back 25, but again, I've lowered expectations for Montgomery in this matchup. I think it's a big Gibbs game. I think they have to throw to keep up with this Dallas offense.
Okay, question from Carlos Lopez. Flex options, Jaden Higgins, C-Rod, Cris Rodriguez, BTJ, D Monty. Pick one, win, and I'm in. Lawrence, who do you like here?
Man, it should be BTJ.
But it's not.
But it's not. I might have to go old C-Rod right here.
Matthew, what do you think?
Yeah,
C-Rod.
I get it. Cris Rodriguez is obviously getting the majority of the work for the Commanders. If you're starting a Commanders running back, Cris Rodriguez is the answer. I don't know that I love the matchup against Minnesota. I actually might think Jaden Higgins. I think that the Chiefs will probably spend a lot of time on Nico Collins. I don't think they can run effectively the Texans against this Chiefs defense. So I weirdly think Jaden Higgins might be the answer here.
Yep, I think it's a coin flip between those two. But no interest in BTJ or David Montgomery. That backfield has been transitioning to Jahmyr Gibbs over the past few weeks. Hey, list, I'll throw out there RJ Harvey, who he got the 2 touchdowns against Washington, but when we're looking at what's going to be predictive going forward, usage is more important. And the past 3 games, 4 carries against the Raiders, who he plays this weekend, 11 against the Chiefs, 11 for 30, and then 13 for 35 against Washington in what should have been a really favorable matchup. And the issue is just that Jaleel McLaughlin's still getting 6 carries. Bo Nix is going to carry it a little bit, and he just hasn't got the workload that you would have hoped for since J.K. Dobbins went down. The Raiders' rush defense, it's not amazing, but it's not a real weakness of the team on a per-play basis either. The total in this game on DraftKings is 40.5, but juiced to the under. So I just don't think you want many shares of this game overall. And RJ Harvey, I think he's big play dependent or he's touchdown dependent. He's going to be one of the two.
That's a scenario, Jay, where I feel like when you have RJ Harvey, you put him in the flex spot if you have to play him there in this match, just because you know he's on a better team and he's getting the most work out of that backfield. If I have to start him, you do it. Because like you said, the Raiders' run defense, 13th in the league over the last 4 weeks. So there are no slouches in that area. So definitely feel you there.
Yep. Okay, Lawrence, another potential flex option. Jaylen Warren gets a tough matchup against the Ravens defense. It's been playing better for the most part.
Yeah. And even though the Ravens defense got completely dominated by Kyle Monangai on Matthew's love list and DeAndre Swift, I don't see the same thing happening for these Steelers running backs, in particular Jaylen Warren. No more than 2 catches in a game since week 7. Remember, this is supposed to be the guy who's the pass-catching running back out of the backfield, not catching passes. No more than 70 rush yards in a game since week 6. And to that point, only 1 running back has ran for 70 yards or more versus Baltimore in a game in their last 8 games. So the Steelers don't have the same type of offensive lineman that the Chicago Bears do. So, on my hate list this week, Kenneth Gainwell getting a lot of touches too. So I think that's a shaky start.
Yeah, until further notice, I think we're going to see teams against Aaron Rodgers just sell out to stop the run and
that's
make
what you
Rodgers
should
prove that he can beat them.
Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and RotoWorld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched. Or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.